Hello and welcome to gameplay commentary of F1 2012 from Gor Sad, Radioactive Seagull. Going to be doing career mode with Williams as my team. Qualified on pole. And going to be doing a 25% race. Let's go to the race now. Okay, so it's me on pole, followed by Alonso, the two Red Bulls, and then I think it's the two McLarens. My teammates all the way down in 14th position. I'm using Legend AI, no assist, but I do have the driving line on. But I'll switch it off for the next race. I was just a bit unprepared for this one, though. Get a nice start, put it up to Rich, and then immediately back to standard. Looks like Vettel overtook Alonso for second off the start. And I got a nice 1.5 second lead over Vettel. But my race pace isn't really that good, so you can already see he's closing in. He closed in by half a second in that sector alone. So while my qualifying tends to always be quite good, like up the grid, but my race pace is never really up there, so I tend to fall back. Or make a trolley train, but you know, one of the two. He's already like right up my gearbox, so I think I'm just going to spend the whole race pretty much defending from him and the others who are going to be close behind. I went a bit wide there off that corner, braked a bit late. Uh, I've actually pulled out a bit from Vettel. It's a 2.3 second gap now, so maybe it's not just going to be me holding everyone up. Maybe I'll be able to hold my own with my pace. It's only a 25% race, so only 15 laps. I'm going to be making a pit stop on lap 7, I think. Normally, the default is one lap before, like lap 6. But I prefer to make it one lap ahead because when I go on new tires, the first lap on them tends to be really, really bad. So it's better to have everyone else pit a lap early, and then I'll go one extra lap, which I'll be doing faster because I'll be on my worn tires, but the faster ones. Meanwhile, Hulkenberg sets the fastest lap. I think that was a 1:30 dead. Yeah, this lap 3, so DRS is going to be enabled when I get on the start-finish straight. Vettel looks to be within 1 second of me, so he's probably going to get it. Let's see if he can overtake me with the help of that aid. Yeah, he's definitely within 1 second. He's going to get alongside. No, he's not going to go for the move. He just sort of backed out. They tend to brake really early into the first corner. It's something I've noticed. On every single track, they seem to have, the AI have a really weak corner, and Vettel just set the fastest lap, but they always have one really weak corner, and in Australia, it's the first one. They go so slow there. You can fly by them. They're pretty good around the rest of the track, but the first corner is just like super slow for them. In Malaysia, the slow one tends to be, I think it's the first corner and the penultimate corner. The penultimate corner, because they tend to brake really early and just sort of coast through it. You can gain loads there. At least that's what I'm experiencing with the AI in this game. Oh, Vettel's right alongside me, but he's not going to... If he tried to move there, it would be quite hard to fend him off, because it's quite narrow down that part of the track, unless I wanted to cut a corner. So I would almost have been forced to give him the place, but luckily he backed off. We've actually, well, it's me, Vettel, and Button, and we've pulled ahead from the others. I'd say we got like a 2-second gap, so maybe, no, where's Alonso gone? He qualified second, now he just seems to be dropping down the field. Again, Vettel's going to get DRS, and so is Button. Oh, Alonso's in 4th. That answers my question. Now he's going to get right alongside. Still can't make the move stick for him. Just look back. Oh, I went off. Hit the curbs on that corner. So, in real life F1, there's, well, obviously I'm playing in F1 2012 and it's F1 2013 in real life. Haven't heard too much about the new game. I don't know, that seems to be a thing with Codemasters. I can't remember when they revealed information about F1 2012, but I think it was in July, so I think we're going to have to wait until then for some sort of reveal. But I wonder how they're going to make it better, because F1 2012 by far is probably the best of the F1 series, which is F1 2010, 2011, and 2012. 2011, it had better physics, in my opinion, like driving physics. The driving was a lot more fun, and the AI was more challenging, and the pit stops, everything. There, it was better, but the graphics were horrible. They were so bad. For a current-gen console, it was worse than F1 2010. They took a step backwards, graphically at least, but gameplay-wise, it was improved. F1 2010, I think the graphics were a lot better, and I sort of like the interviews more, because in F1 2011, what they did is the interviews were like in the paddock, and in F1 2010, they were like after the race, so it was like an actual press interview, so that was kind of nice, better. F1 2012 sort of like scraps the whole like, oh, live the life thing. It's just sort of like a menu and options. It's nice to change it up a bit, and it's got the best graphics. It's also got better gameplay. The physics is sort of somewhere in between 2010 and 2011. It's not as like drifty as 2011, but it's not as sort of like stay on track and super strict like 2010. I'm still holding up Vettel and Button, and I think everyone else is catching up as well. Yeah, Vettel. They both peel off into the pit. Oh, everyone peels off into the pit lane except the guy in 6th place, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna be pitting this lap. You can see my tires, my back two tires and my front left are quite worn actually, more than I was expecting. So yep, put it up to Rich, and I'm gonna get a good lap in now because they were quite close behind me before they entered the pits. So I need to get a good lap in so as to fend them off or exit the pits ahead of him. Go around 8/10 up for my previous lap. That's good, but no purple sector for me. Grosjean's around 5 seconds behind, so he's not going to be a threat to me at least. I really like the chicane that I'm just taking right now. It's a really nice corner. I'm cutting it a bit more than I should be, I gotta say. Still have two wheels, I think, over, well, not exceeding track limits, but cutting it a bit. And here we go into the pit lane. And I almost ended up hitting the wall that separates the pit lane and the track. That would have been a bad way to end the race. And Williams, let's see how good this pit stop is. It's 4.1 in game. Oh well, in game the pit stops tend to be around like high threes, low fours. So I guess that's okay. But in real life, the pit stops nowadays they're like 3 seconds. Low threes are good pit stops. What you want. I exited way ahead of Vettel. Oh no, okay, he's there. I thought that was Grosjean for a second. No, he's right there. But I pulled out on him. Hulkenberg in the lead. Probably he hasn't made a pit stop, so he's gonna drop behind me once he does. Vettel, well, I think I had like a 2.5 second gap or a 2 second gap when I exited the pits ahead of him, but he's already closed that down. It's around, looks to be, well, less than a second, half a second-ish, I guess. And yeah, he's gonna be right alongside me. Still can't make it stick. We were only 0.091 seconds apart there. Hulkenberg's 12-ish seconds ahead of me. So a pit stop in Australia takes around like 20 seconds, 25, so he's going to exit around 8 seconds behind me. Yeah, I'll go a bit wide on the last corner. That's going to set me up really badly for the upcoming straight because I'm not going to get any traction. And yep, you can see Vettel is going to be right alongside, and he gets passed into the lead. Can I take it back? Well, second place technically, but oh no, I can take it back from him, so it's all good. But he does it's a double DRS, so he's gonna get it again. He's gonna get side by side, pulls out ahead of me. Can I get it back from him? Side by side into the corner, but I have the inside for the next one, so it's all good. I wonder what happened. Is that Button back there? He was only half a second off Vettel when they entered the pits, so I wonder what happened to him. Did he get held up in the pits or an accident maybe? Not too sure. Oh, I completely cut the corner there. And that didn't benefit me at all. Vettel got right alongside me. Didn't make the move, but still. We're only 6 laps left in the race. And still in the lead. Well, second place, but this is technically provisional lead once Hulkenberg pits. Which I think he has. Yep, that's him on my mini-map. Up into the lead. Vettel right there behind me on the 10th lap. Oh, there's Button. He's right behind. Is he behind Vettel? Oh no, he's not. Okay, never mind. And as we spin and Vettel gets by. I'm gonna have to try and he gets a really good. He's around a second ahead of me already. No, 5/10. I'm gonna switch it up to risk miss, and I'm gonna have to try and catch him. But oh god, pushing a bit too hard already off into the grass. Button is right behind me now. Lost the lead. Gor Sad down into second place. I'm gonna have to push really hard because it's kind of obvious that Vettel has a faster car because he's pretty much just been up my ass the whole race. So I'm gonna have to really. He's already 2 seconds up the road, so I'm gonna have to try my best to catch him. Catch him all. And I'm not going to get DRS on him, but Button is going to get DRS. He's going to go alongside me, and he pulls out, but nope. Still got him on the first corner. Like I said, it's a pretty slow corner for the AI. But he's going to go around the outside. I'm going to keep the inside line. Can't make it stick for the next corner. Oh, but I go pretty wide, and it's alongside, and he goes wide off that corner. I'm not sure if that was my fault. I don't think I pushed him there. He just I left enough space for him, definitely. He just decided to accelerate off onto the curbs. And yeah, I don't think there's any way I'm going to catch Vettel. He's already 4.2 seconds ahead of me. He pulled out 2 seconds in the last 3/4 of a lap after he overtook me. So, I'm still on the rich fuel mix, trying in vain to catch him. I think there's no way. Now I'm just going to have to try and be content with second and hold on to second against a charging Button. And go on the grass as I try to get onto the last corner. Just spun the wheels a bit there, and that's going to get great traction from my opponent, or great opportunity, but still can't make it stick. First corner is their weak one. I'm sort of beginning to get a trolley train here. I think Alonso's right behind me, and then Grosjean just around a second or two behind him. I think by the end of the race I'll have 3 or 4 cars behind me just all begging to get past. And oh god, I locked up but I rejoined the track. Still ahead of Button. All what happened there is there's a little like a kink in the track. That's where you start braking, but what happens is pretty easy to get on the grass, so I got on the grass and I locked up. Went into the gravel trap, but unlike real life, I just rejoined as if nothing happened. Luckily, I didn't lose a place there. I was quite amazed there. Yep, I've already got, I think that's 3 cars behind me, and there's another like group of 5 cars just 2 seconds behind this group that I'm leading right now. So they all have DRS except me. So let's see how close they can get on this straight. I'm gonna switch it down to standard. There's no point trying to catch Vettel. It's in vain now. I think he's 6-7 seconds up the road already. If I hadn't made that mistake, which right there as we passed through the mistake sector, I could still being in the lead. Holding him up. I don't have the pace in the car, but could have held him up, I think. Oh, he's 9 seconds, almost 10 seconds up the road. Oh, God. I knew my pace wasn't that good in race conditions, but I didn't expect it to be that bad. Something I want to see in F1 2013 next year is more mechanical failures. More like, I know they don't happen, well, they do happen. I want more random punctures and like engine problems and stuff. And maybe tire conservation should be brought into the picture more, because right now I can go flat out every single lap and I can still meet my target. I can still like pit when I need to, but when I watch races in real life, it's like you see the radios and the engineers like, oh no, only try and get these lap time stuff. I wish like they implemented that into the game, so it would be like these are your target lap times. Don't go faster than this, or otherwise you're gonna wear the tire and stuff. But maybe that's a bit too complex and too hardcore simulator. I think what they should do is they should make it so, oh, and Button gets by, but can I get him back? I'm alongside him. He gets pushed off onto the curves, but he still holds on. As we go into this really fast flat out, I'm gonna have to lift off. We're side by side, going to the grass, completely on the grass, but just managed to get ahead of him in the braking for that. And we got a group of 5 cars now behind us. So there's only 1.5 laps remaining. If I can hold off Button and stay in second, I'll be happy. And we go around the chicane again. 14 seconds behind Vettel. So wait, I was 10 seconds behind last time, I think. So he's around 2 seconds a lap faster than me. Just insane almost. Insane amount of time. I think all the other cars behind me, they could match him for pay. Oh, he sets the fastest lap of the race. They could match him, and nope, but never mind. Button gets way ahead. I don't think even I could get him. But we're side by side. He's going to the first corner. I go completely on the curb, but he retains second place. This is going to be bad for me because he gets DRS, and Grosjean goes by as well. I get past Grosjean, but I can't get onto Button. No, there's no way. I'm going to have to try and get him around the course. This is the last lap. He has a faster car than me, but I'm going to have to push. I don't think I'd get him. I'm going to get him at least. Brake. I'm trying to brake as late as I can into these corners. Carry as much speed. Go as fast as I can, but I just can't get any closer to that silver McLaren. I just hope I don't lose a spot to Grosjean now because I want to stay on the podium. And no, there's no way I'm going to get Button. He's at least a second or so ahead of me. But I think I can fend off Grosjean. There's a whole group of cars behind me now. It's a big trolley train. It's a big, big trolley train. And as we cross the line, 3rd place. I failed my objective, but I'm pretty happy anyways. The first race in a Williams. Come on, Williams were not expecting to take pole and finish 3rd. Hopefully we'll improve next time. Sebastian Vettel with the win. Button 2nd. Me, Gor Sad, I'm Dutch. At least in this game. Grosjean 4th. And the Saubers bring up the rear of the points. Nico Hulkenberg in 8th. Hamilton not doing that well. Fernando Alonso finishing 6th. And there are the rest of the non-points finishers. My teammate finished in 13th. Drivers' Championship, obviously the same way the race finished. And there's only one race. But the Constructors, Red Bull leads by 1 point over McLaren. We're in 3rd. Woohoo! go Williams. Lotus is in 4th. Mercedes 5th, and Ferrari all the way down in 6th. That's not what they were hoping. But anyways, it was a good race. I'll switch off the driving line assist next time. I'll see you in Malaysia, and I'll leave you with Gor Sad, the Dutch driver, celebrating his first podium in F1 in his first race. Doesn't look too happy. Bye, guys. See you next time.